Hi everyone! Today we're going to delve into more symbolism, and here we have Natalia Poklonskaya. She is the Revelation 12 woman. Well, I say that, but maybe she just represents her. But the point is, she's saying here, they should be afraid. She's saying that to her enemies, but she's saying that to the enemies of the Christians. She's saying it to the enemies of Jesus and God. Because she's on the side of the Christians. She's on the side of Jesus and God. So, she is saying, God is helping us. God is helping me, you, her, loads of people. The good people who deserve help. So, see Ostapenko, a tennis player, she's another person who represents the Revelation 12 woman. Remember, in the last video I showed her with this dog, because the dog represents the we're nearing the end of the time of grace and mercy. We're nearing the end of the time of the dog. So, even the Rev 12 woman is mapped out with the dog here. This is what the Groxt 1 has done. So you see Ostapenko with the dog there, and there. See? Even there's a rumour in Avengers 4 that Captain America might wield Thor's hammer. Now, if this happens, it will be massively symbolic, because Thor and Captain America both represent Jesus. So, if it shows that they can both do the same thing, i.e. pick up this hammer, then that just proves even more that they represent the same person. So, now this has got a lot to do with Nazism, this, because it's got to do with the Aryan race. Because the Nazis thought the Aryans were superior to all other human beings. So, this poppy person represents the Revelation 12 woman as well. And she's even reading from the Bible here. Another massively symbolic thing. So, even Obama dressed as Satan. Another symbolic thing. Because the Groxt and many other YouTubers think that Obama is being possessed by Satan. And even Trump as well. Maybe every single president that has ever been. So, and I'm not just talking about American presidents. Like, Satan could be possessing, like, presidents from many countries around the world. So, we've even had this. Taylor Swift singing with Robbie Williams. Now, Taylor Swift represents the Revelation 12 woman. The good, heavenly, angelic woman. But Robbie Williams represents the fallen angel, Satan. The bad person. So, they were both singing angels. Just like Robbie sang Angels with this woman in the World Cup. So, this woman also represents the Revelation 12 woman. So you see how that's symbolism repeating itself? Because it happened here, and it happened here. Robbie with the Rev 12 woman there, and there. High five. That 5 is for the 5th age of the Bible, when the 5th angel, known as Satan, shows up. And then the Economic Times, just like I always show the Economist covers, the magazine covers, and the Grox 1 does as well. So, the England game today, the score was 6-1. Now, if you turn a 6 upside down, it becomes a 9. Here we have Revelation 9, 1. See? Just like 6, 1. So, and what you know, it talks about that fifth angel and that fifth trumpet. Because when the fifth trumpet sounds, the fifth age kicks off. So, trumpet, just like Trump, Donald Trump. So, Wonder Woman is underneath the Illuminati pyramid because it represents her being underneath the burdens of Egypt. And she's got to rise up above that pyramid so she can get into heaven. Same here. Rev 12 woman is at the bottom at the moment, underneath the pyramids, underneath the burdens of Egypt. She's got to get way up here, above the pyramids, into heaven. Lara Croft, another Rev 12 woman character. In the Tomb Raider movie, Lara mentions that green is a colour of life. Well, that goes against what the Grox One has said in the past, because Grox One has said that green represents death. When he talks about the Horsemen of the Apocalypse. I mean, wait a minute. Gamora in Avengers and Guardians of the Galaxy, she has green skin. So, if green represents life, then even though Gamora died, does that mean she's coming back to life somehow? Maybe she'll bring all of those characters back to life that disintegrated in Avengers Infinity War. We'll just have to wait and see if that happens. Or not. So, they show Putin with blue skin here. This is just one issue of The Economist magazine that I was talking about. We also have the Kree with blue skin, the Chiss with blue skin, Apocalypse with blue skin, even Vishnu, a Hindu god with blue skin. This Jonah character from Tomb Raider could represent just like Jonah in Runaways, but I very much doubt it because Jonah in Runaways is a villain, whereas this Jonah in Tomb Raider is a hero. But, you know, I mean, does it mean that Putin, the Kree, the Chiss, Apocalypse, they all represent Vishnu? Who knows? I mean, like, they say, like, with Hydra, cut off one head and another one takes its place. Well, what if you cut off one of Vishnu's arms and another arm takes its place? So the arms could represent just like the heads, or like the tentacles of Hydra. Like when Lara escapes the tomb in the latest Tomb Raider movie, it kind of reminds me of when Harry Potter and his friends escape from the Chamber of Secrets. I think that's another symbolic thing. Because obviously, like, Lara Croft represents the Rev 12 woman, and then Harry Potter represents Jesus, so they're on the same side as each other. So basically, in Solo a Star Wars story, there's a crime organisation that is basically a cult called Crimson Dawn, and it's, well, it seems that Darth Maul is the boss of it, but I don't know, maybe there's somebody above Darth Maul. It could be bloody Snoke for all we know. But, you know, Crimson Dawn being a cult, it kind of reminds me of the Illuminati and Freemasons. And even the Skull and Bone Society as well. Like, it kind of reminds me of initiation ceremonies that they have in schools, colleges and universities. And it even reminds me of a recent Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. episode where well, it was basically a flashback episode, and it went back to when General Hell was a little girl, and she went to like a Hydra school, and it had like an initiation process. So it kind of made me think that Hydra was like a cult. So it kind of reminds me of these guys that are on the side of Apocalypse, because they're kind of like a cult following him. These guys seem to be like a cult following Cassius. She's the woman of wickedness, just like the mummy in the Tom Cruise movie. She is now dead. Just like the mummy. I mean, even the Russians kind of worship Putin like they're part of some sort of cult. I mean, I even mentioned, like, the Natalia Poklonskaya is part of a cult. Like, I mentioned that in a different video. So, at half time today, in this match, the score was 5-0. Now, again, that 5 is for the 5th age of the Bible, and when the 5th angel, known as Satan, shows up. So, Poppy has blonde hair, just like Taylor Swift, because they both represent the Rev 12 woman. So, the reason that these two sang Angels, and these two sang Angels, is because those two represent angels, and so do those two. Because Robbie represents a fallen angel, a bad angel, and then this woman and Taylor, they represent the same good angel. So, in Resident Evil, you have the characters Leon and Ada. Just like in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., you have the characters Leo Fitz and Ada. So, Leo Fitz is just like Leon. So, just like Robbie Williams' wife is called Ada, see? So, in Star Wars The Old Republic, there are various different classes that you can play as. You can play as a Republic trooper, which is basically a soldier, or you can play as an Imperial agent, which is basically a spy. That's just 2 of the classes in the game. There are many other classes. But, the point is, it kind of reminds me of Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy, because the soldier is the Republic trooper, and then the spy is the Imperial agent. So in Tudor times, comedians and court jesters and whatnot, they used to be the Satan characters. See, Wonder Woman is like she's trapped underneath the pyramid, or actually in the pyramid itself. See the Rev 12 woman on the white horse in both pictures.